Hi, Tim Millard here, host of the Extras podcast, and recently I had George Feltenstein on, and he announced the 6 new Blu-rays coming out from the Warner Archive on June 27th. It's a terrific lineup of films, but since that's an audio-only podcast, I've taken each announcement and I've broken them up into 6 different videos here for the YouTube channel. So you can watch one or all the ones that interest you. So here's the announcement for Dangerous When Wet.
This is a movie starring Esther Williams. Esther was a remarkable woman, and I think this is one of her very best films. Dangerous When Wet, she plays a member of a very athletic family, and they're indoctrinated into being part of a product placement participation scheme created by Jack Carson, where Esther and the family are all supposed to swim the English Channel. And it ends up that just Esther does it. And while she's in Europe, she falls in love with a wonderful Frenchman, played by the man who would become her husband 10 years later and is Latin American, Fernando Lamas. And the screenplay is very witty. It's written by Dorothy Kingsley. The Technicolor photography is gorgeous. And our new 4K restoration, scanning the original Technicolor camera negatives, brings incredible luster. The songs are by Arthur Schwartz and Johnny Mercer. They're delightful. And this is a very famous film because this is the film in which Esther Williams swims with Tom and Jerry. And that was a special sequence that was the brainchild, really, of Esther and people talking at the studio. You know, Jerry the Mouse had danced with Gene Kelly years earlier. They decided to mix live action and animation again for a sequence in Dangerous When Wet. And it's really quite charming. And this is just a bundle of entertainment. And we have a lot of extras on the disc. We have a deleted musical number with Fernando Lamas and Denise Darcel that thankfully survived. We have a classic Tom and Jerry cartoon in HD called The Cat and the Mermouse from 1949, I believe. Then we have a Pete Smith short called This Is a Living. And there is a promotional audio interview where Esther talks to Dick Simmons. We've used those before. And a trailer. So it's a loaded disc. And it's a gorgeous disc, and we're very happy to be bringing it into the Warner Archive collection as a stunning new Blu-ray release.
I think that's going to be a favorite of a lot of people, and it's great that we've had now 2 here in the span of 3 months or so. So that's really great for fans of Esther Williams.
And I hope it leads to more. So we just have to cross our fingers and pray. But this is one I've been particularly excited about just because I think it's a really well-made film. This is one of her films where it doesn't rely on an outrageous spectacle of, a water ballet. It's really more about the story. The songs, help move the plot along. It's underrated, I think, as a film. I think it needs to be given a little bit more attention. And I'm hoping that this beautiful Blu-ray will help to do that.
Be sure and check out the rest of the Warner Archive June announcement videos on our YouTube channel. And you can also listen to the full audio podcast by selecting the link in the video descriptor. And when the pre-order links are ready, I will be putting those up as well. Thanks for listening.